Hello everyone, so let's continue with our discussion and we will complete exercise 10.2 in this lecture. So, vector algebra. So let's insert our first question here. Okay, so compute the magnitude of the following vectors. We already know if we have a vector A, which is like ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, the magnitude of the vector A is nothing but square of ax square plus ay square plus az square. So based on this, all these three questions should not be very difficult, correct? So first part, so what is modulus of a vector? So the components, the scalar components in that questions are 1 1 and 1, so 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, so we get root 3. Okay, second part, so we have to find mod of b vector. So let's square and add let's square and add our scalar components. So which is 4 plus 49 plus 9. Okay, so which leads to our result 53 plus 9 root 62. Okay, so third part, so वेक्टर सी का मैग्नीट्यूड क्या होगा? स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 बाय रूट 3 स्क्वायर प्लस 1 बाय रूट 3 स्क्वायर प्लस 1 बाय रूट 3 स्क्वायर, which leads to our result 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 inside square root, which is 3 by 3, which is root 1, which is 1. Okay, so we can notice something, that the C vector has the magnitude 1, so it's also a unit vector, right? So you can check if a vector is unit vector by finding the length of the vector. So let's move to our next question. So write two different vectors having same magnitude. So the magnitude must be same and vectors must be different. So let's say a vector, I can choose to be 2 plus 3, 2 I cap plus 3 j cap, let's say plus 4 k cap, and let's say I can write different number of vectors which have same magnitude. For example, I can write a b vector. I will just interchange two of the components. Let's say I can do 2 I cap plus 4 j cap plus 3 k cap. You can see magnitude of a कितना है? Square root of 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square, which is square root of 4 plus 9 plus 16, which is root 29. And even the modulus of b is also root 29. You can check that. So I can write one more vector, maybe हम दो की जगह तीन लिख सकते हैं. What we can do is maybe we can make one of the components negative. So let's say I can do minus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap. So all these three are different vectors, right? Okay, different vectors, because they do not have the same direction. So just by multiplying one of the component with negative, keeping others positive, will not change the modulus. It will still remain 2 square plus minus 3 square plus 4 square, which is again root 29. Okay, so these are three different vectors having same magnitude. Okay, so let's move to next question. Write two different vectors having same direction. So direction must be same, but vectors should be different. So let's see. So we need to write basically collinear vectors, right? Okay. Collinear vectors. So let's say my A vector is I cap plus 2j cap minus 3k cap. So I want a vector in the same direction, but it should be different from this. So I cannot write the same vector. So what I will do is multiply each coefficient with, let's say, 2. So let's say 2i cap plus 4j cap minus 6k cap. So these two vectors have different magnitude. So these are different vectors. So A and B are different vectors. A vector and B vector are different, but they are in same direction, but right, but they have same direction. So how can we say they have same direction? So to check if they have same direction, you can always find the unit vector in the and unit vector only gives you the sense of the direction, right? It does not tell you the length of the vector, because length of the unit vector is always 1. So you can calculate the unit vector for this vector. So let's find mod A first. Mod A कितना आ रहा है? Root of 1 square plus 2 square plus minus 3 का square, and we find mod A is 1 plus 4 plus 9, so root 14, and we find A cap is nothing but A vector divided by mod of A, which is 1 by root 14 I cap plus 2 by root 14 j cap minus 3 by root 14 k cap. Okay, and let's see. So this is the direction of A vector, right? Okay, direction of A vector. So I will repeat, unit vectors are there to tell you what is the direction of the vector, right? Direction of A vector. Okay, let's find direction of B vector. So we can find B cap. So let's find mod of B first. Mod of B is nothing but root of 2 square plus 4 square plus minus 6 ka square, which is square root of 4 plus 16 plus 36, which is root of 56. So 56 को आप डिकम्पोज कर सकते हैं. So 56 is 2 से डिवाइड करें 56 को, so this is 28, 2, 14, and 14 will not decompose, we know. So 2, 7 and 7, 1. So what is the square root of this? So 2 into 2 into 2 into 7. So एक pair बाहर चला जाएगा, we will have 2 root 14. Okay. And what is B cap? B cap by definition is B vector divided by modulus of B, which is, so we have to divide whole thing by 2 root 14. So 2 root divided by 2 root 14 I cap plus 4 divided by 2 root 14 j cap minus 6 k cap divided by 2 root 14, and we find 1 by root 14 I cap plus 2 by root 14 j cap minus 3 by root 14, so this is 14 k cap, and you can see A cap and B cap are same, right? So we get the same number. So this is the direction of B vector, right? So since they have same direction, our question, this is just a check, right? So all you have to do, you can multiply number 2 or 3 with any vector you choose, right? So I chose to multiply with 2, right? Okay. So these are two vectors having same direction, but they are different, right? So they have the this is direction of B vector, right? Okay. So let's move to next question. Find the values of x and y so that these are equal. So if A vector is equal to B vector, we know Ax should be equal to Bx. Their x component must be equal. Ay should be equal to By, and Az should be equal to Bz, right? So if two vectors are equal, their components are equal. So from this we can say 2i cap plus 3j cap, if it is equal to x I cap plus y j cap, it implies x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. Okay, so very simple question. आगे बढ़ते हैं. So find the scalar and vector components of vector with initial point 21 and terminal point -5, 7. Okay, so let's say our first point is A, which is at 2, 1, and our final point is B. So we have to make a vector from A to B, and it is -5, 7. So definition says AB vector हम कैसे निकालेंगे? AB vector will be found by final minus initial. So -5 -2 I cap plus 7 -1 j cap. So we find -7 I cap plus 6 j cap. Okay. So what is the component with k cap? So it is 0, right? Okay. It is 0 k cap, right? Okay. So I will put it here. So what are the scalar components of AB vector? So these are -7, 6 and 0, right? Okay, we have to just write the numbers, right? And what are the vector components of AB vector? So these are -7 I cap. So we have to put them with their direction also, right? 6 j cap and 0 k cap, right? Okay. So let's move to our next question. Very simple question. So make sure to watch the previous video for theory if you are having problem in the simple questions. So question number 6. Find the sum of all these vectors. So we already know to find sum of two vectors, we need to add their components, and we can do the same thing with three vectors also. A vector plus B vector plus C vector is nothing but, so A vector is I minus 2j plus k plus we have to add minus 2i plus 4j and plus 5k, right? And plus I cap minus 6j cap minus 7k cap. So what is the component with I cap? So I cap के साथ में numbers आ रहे हैं 1, -2 and 1. Okay. J plus J cap के साथ में क्या components आ रहे हैं? तो J cap के साथ में scalar components हैं -2 from the first one, +4 from the second one, and -6 from the last one. Okay. Then K cap. K cap के साथ में coefficients हैं 1, +5, -7. Okay. So all this results into 0 I cap, -8 plus 4, -4 J cap, and minus K cap. Okay, -1 K cap, right? So our result is -4 J cap minus K cap, correct? So this is sum of all these vectors, right? A vector plus B vector plus C vector. So let's continue and let's move to our next example here. So question here. So find the unit vector in the direction of this vector. Okay, so unit vector निकालना बहुत आसान है. पहले हम क्या निकालेंगे? Length of a vector या magnitude of vector a, which is root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square, which is root 6. Okay, and by definition a cap क्या होता है? A vector divided by length of a vector या फिर magnitude of a vector. So we have to divide every coefficient with root 6. So we find 1 by root 6 I cap plus 1 by root 6 j cap plus 2 by root 6 k cap. This is the unit vector in direction of A vector. So next question. So 8th, find the unit vector in direction of PQ vector where P and Q are the points. Okay, so P is, let's say, the point 1, 2, 3, and Q is, let's say, here it is 4, 5, 6, and we have to find PQ vector, right, from P to Q. So PQ vector by definition is final minus initial, right? So Q के coordinates पहले आएंगे, तो 4 minus 1 I cap plus 5 minus 2 J cap plus 6 minus 3 K cap, and our result is, so PQ vector कितना आ रहा है, 3 I cap plus 3 J cap plus 3 K cap. Okay, so but our question is find the unit vector in direction of PQ vector. तो हमें PQ की डायरेक्शन में यूनिट वेक्टर निकालना है. So basically unit vector in direction of PQ vector. So हमारा क्वेश्चन क्या है, PQ cap. So to find PQ cap, let's find length of PQ vector. So length of PQ vector is square root of 3 square plus 3 square plus 3 square, which is square root of 9 plus 9 plus 9, which is 27, which is 3 root 3. Okay, so PQ cap will be nothing but PQ vector divided by length of PQ. So this is 3 divided by 3 root 3 I cap plus 3 divided by 3 root 3 J cap plus 3 divided by 3 root 3 K cap, and our result is 1 by root 3 I cap plus 1 by root 3 J cap plus 1 by root 3 K cap. So this is the PQ cap. This is the unit vector in direction of PQ vector. Okay, so let's move to our next question. So given these vectors, find the unit vector in the direction of A plus B vector. Okay, so हमारे पास A vector given है, let's say 2 I cap minus J cap plus 2 K cap. B vector क्या है, minus I cap plus J cap minus K cap. So first question is कि पहले हम A plus B vector निकाल लेते हैं, फिर हम सोचेंगे कि उसके डायरेक्शन में यूनिट वेक्टर कैसे निकालेंगे. सो A plus B वेक्टर इज, सो इफ आई ऐड दीज टू आई फाइंड 2 minus 1 I cap प्लस में -1 plus 1 J cap प्लस में 2 minus 1 K cap. So which is I cap plus 0 J cap plus K cap. Okay, so A plus B vector. So A plus B vector is basically I cap plus K cap, right? Okay. So what will be the unit vector in the direction of A plus B vector? So unit vector by definition will be A plus B vector divided by length of A plus B vector, right? Okay. So this will be so we can find length of A plus B vector. If this does not make too much sense to you, if you find this notation difficult, you can always define. Let's define. हम A plus B vector को नाम दे देते हैं. Let's say it will be some other vector, right? Let's say C vector, right? So what we can do? So C cap निकालना होगा हमें, right? हमें निकालना unit vector in the direction of A plus B, which is the C vector, which is C vector divided by length of C. Okay, and what is C vector? A plus B, and what is length of C? Mod of A plus B, right? So what is length of C vector? So length of C vector is nothing but square root of 1 square. So y का component क्या है 0, z का component क्या है 1. So okay, so length of C vector is root 2. Okay, so let's divide a plus b vector, which is I cap plus j cap, divided by root 2. Okay, so 1 by root 2 I cap plus 1 by root 2 j cap. This is our C cap, or unit vector in direction of a plus b vector. So मैंने कुछ ऐसा डिफाइन नहीं किया, राइट, a plus b का कैप, so that will be लिटिल बिट वियर्ड. सो मैंने उसको नाम दे दिया क्या, c वेक्टर, राइट. ओके, सो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो हमारे कितने क्वेश्चंस कंप्लीट हो गए, 9 क्वेश्चंस कंप्लीट हो गए. 10th क्वेश्चन नाउ. So we have to find a vector in the direction of this vector which has magnitude 8. So we have done this question in the example. So let's say this is a vector. A vector is 5 I cap minus j cap plus 2 k cap. एंड हमने डिफाइन किया हुआ, हमारे पास अगर कोई ए वेक्टर है तो हम क्या निकाल लेंगे, ए कैप निकाल लेंगे, राइट. ठीक है, फर्स्ट स्टेप से सेकंड स्टेप, एंड थर्ड स्टेप विल बी वी विल फाइंड 8 टाइम्स ए कैप, राइट. सो this let's say 8 times, right. Okay, so this is vector in the direction of a vector. So this is a vector with magnitude a, right. So this is in direction of a vector with magnitude 8. So क्यों, क्योंकि a cap का लेंथ कितना होता है 1. if you multiply 1 with 8 you will get a vector of length 8. so पहले हम a cap निकालना है. so let's find length of a. so length of a या magnitude of a vector is 5 square plus minus 1 का square plus 2 square, which is 25 plus 1 plus 4, which is root 30. So okay, so let's find a cap now. So a cap is, unit vector in direction of a is a vector divided by length of a. So we have to divide each and every number with root 30. So 5 by root 30 I cap minus 1 by root 30 j cap plus 2 by root 30 k cap. So let's find our vector with magnitude 8 and in direction of a vector. So a cap is basically the direction of a vector, right. Okay, in direction of a vector will be 8 times the direction, right. So which is of unit 1, which is of length 1. So we get 8 times this result, 5 by root 30 I cap minus 1 by root 30 j cap plus 2 by root 30 k cap, and this is 40 by root 30 I cap minus 8 by root 30 j cap plus 16 by root 30 k cap. So let's check the answer from the back of the NCERT and simplify it if we have to. So 10.2 question, ठीक है, so they have left the answer in the same way. 10th का answer 40 by root 30 minus 8 by root 30 plus 16 by root 30. Okay, so I'll put it in a box. Okay, So next question. Eleventh. Show that these two vectors are collinear. So how can we show two vectors are collinear? So two vectors are collinear if the ratio of their components is same, right? So a vector, so first method is you can prove a vector is equal to lambda times b, right? Or second method you can do is you can find the ratio of the components, right? Ax by bx should be equal to ay by by, or should be equal to az by bz. So this was the condition for collinearity, right? Okay, or so very important condition. So okay, we can already see कि अगर मैं b वेक्टर को, let's say this is my a vector and this is my b vector, and अगर मैं b वेक्टर को minus half से multiply कर दूं, I will get the a vector. So but let's use the second method. So what is ax by bx? Ax by bx is 2 by minus 4, which is minus 1 by 2. Okay, so I'm defining a vector as this and b vector as this, correct? एंड ए वाई बाई बी वाई दोनों के वाई जे के साथ में, जे कैप के साथ में क्या लिखा हुआ है? -3 एंड +6 विच इज ऑल्सो -12, एंड ए जेड बाई बी जेड कितना है? सो दिस इज बी वाई. ए जेड बाई बी जेड कितना है? 4 बाई -8 विच इज ऑल्सो -12. सो सिंस ax by bx is equal to ay by by is equal to az by bz, vector a and vector b are collinear. Okay, very simple question. So moving further, find the direction cosines of this vector. So डायरेक्शन कोसाइन निकालने के लिए हमने दो तरीके दिए थे कि फर्स्ट मेथड इज आप डायरेक्शन रेशियोज लिख लीजिए विच इज नथिंग बट दी स्केलर कंपोनेंट्स, राइट? तो डायरेक्शन रेशियोज आर 1, 2 एंड 3, जो मैंने कहाँ से नोट डाउन किए? ऊपर वाले वेक्टर से. आप क्या निकाल लीजिए? लेंथ ऑफ द वेक्टर. सो लेंथ ऑफ द वेक्टर इज स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 स्क्वायर प्लस 2 स्क्वायर प्लस 3 स्क्वायर, and this is 1 plus 4 plus 9 root 14, and let's divide by root 14. the root direction ratios को हम root 14 से divide कर देंगे. we will find direction cosines 1 by root 14 comma 2 by root 14 comma 3 by root 14. okay, so these are L, M, N, these are ABC, right? okay, these are ABC, the direction ratios. These are L, M, and N, L, M, and N. okay, or cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. And of course you can find, instead of doing like this, आप a vector define कर दीजिए. क्या है हमारा? 1 i cap plus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap. आप length of a vector निकाल लीजिए, which is we just found it to be root 14, right? And a cap निकाल लीजिए. a cap कितना आ रहा है? 1 by root 14, i cap plus 2 by root 14, j cap plus 3 by root 14, k cap. And as I said in the previous lecture, unit vector के components are nothing but the direction cosines, right? So direction cosines will be nothing but 1 by root 14 comma 2 by root 14, L, M, and N, right? 3 by root 14. So you can just find the unit vector also, right? So not a very difficult question. Thirteenth question. Find the direction cosines of the vector joining A to B directed from A to B. So एक वेक्टर जो A और B को join कर रहा है and A to B जा रहा है. So A to B. So coordinates of point A are 1, 2 and minus 3. Coordinates of point B are minus 1, minus 2 and 1. So let's find AB vector. AB vector पहले निकाल लेते हैं. AB vector is, so final minus initial, so this is minus 1, j cap, I cap, sorry. Then फाइनल पॉइंट बी है, बी के का वाई कोऑर्डिनेट क्या है -2, उसमें से सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे 2, देन जे कैप प्लस 1 प्लस 3, क्योंकि -3 इज +3 के कैप. सो वी फाउंड आवर ए बी वेक्टर. ए बी वेक्टर कितना आ रहा है, -2 आई कैप -4 जे कैप +4 के कैप. ओके, सो हमें क्या निकालना है, डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस. तो हम क्या लिख लेते हैं, डायरेक्शन रेशियोज लिख लेते हैं. सो डायरेक्शन रेशियोज विच आर ए बी सी, राइट. ये किसके इक्वल है, -2, -4 एंड 4. ओके, हम क्या निकाल लेते हैं, लेंथ ऑफ ए बी वेक्टर निकाल लेते हैं, विच विल बी रूट ऑफ -2 स्क्वायर plus -4 square plus 4 square, which is square root of 4 plus 16 plus 16, which is 20 and so 36, which is 6. Okay, so now we can find direction cosines, right. Okay, इस vector के direction cosines. So direction cosines, so this is nothing but the r, right, and r, so length of the vector, right. So if I divide it by the length, I find so these are lm and n, right, are basically nothing but these are equal to a by r, b by r, c by r, right. Okay. So direction ratios को आपको r से divide करना. So we find -2/6, -4/6, 4/6, which is -1/3, -2/3 and 2/3. So if you want to, you can check the answer from the back side of the book also. This was question number 13th, and 13th का आंसर यहाँ पे क्या given है, -1/3, -2/3 and 2/3 in the same order and with the same signs. Okay, so कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं और अगले क्वेश्चन पे जाएं. सो okay, show that vector I plus j plus k is equally inclined on axes ox, oy and oz. So equally inclined है वो, ठीक है. जो भी वेक्टर है ये तीनों एक्सेस से सेम एंगल बनाता है. सो ठीक है, ये वेक्टर है, लेट्स से इफ आई ड्रॉ इट, देयर इज सम वेक्टर. अगर कोई भी वेक्टर होता है वो 3 एंगल्स बनाता है, अल्फा, बीटा एंड गामा, राइट. ठीक है, सो अल्फा, बीटा and gamma with x, y and z axis. So हम क्या कर सकते हैं इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए, वेल वी कैन फाइंड आवर डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस, राइट. तो हमें cos अल्फा, cos बीटा, cos गामा, बेसिकली एल एम एन एन पता लग जाएगा. एंड सिंस व्हेन वी नो एल एम एन एन, वी बेसिकली नो cos अल्फा, cos बीटा, cos गामा, राइट. हमें cos अल्फा पता है तो हमें अल्फा पता चल जाएगा, बीटा पता है तो हमें cos बीटा पता है तो हमें बीटा मिल जाएगा, एंड cos गामा पता है तो हमें गामा मिल जाएगा. सो our given that our vector is I cap plus j cap plus k cap. So what are our direction cos ratios? पहले direction ratios निकालते हैं. So direction ratios which are A, B, C. So these are 1, 1 and 1. Okay. Let's also find the length r of the vector, which is modulus of a, which is root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, which is root 3. And we can find now direction cosines, which are lm and n. lm and n, nothing, they are nothing but the unit vector, right? So basically they are a by r, b by r, and c by r, and these are equal to 1 by root 3 comma 1 by root 3 comma 1 by root 3. Okay, so from this I can say L, which is cos alpha, किसके equal है 1 by root 3 के, right? And which implies alpha कितना है cos inverse 1 by root 3. And in the same way beta and gamma भी same आएंगे, right? m which is cos beta, it is 1 by root 3, and we find beta as cos inverse 1 by root 3. N, which is cos gamma, is 1 by root 3, and this gives us gamma is equal to cos inverse 1 by root 3. Okay, so from these three I can say alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma. So vector I cap plus j cap plus k cap is equally inclined on x, y, and z axis, right? Fifteenth question. Find the position of the vector r which divides the line joining two points P and Q, and position vector P and Q के given है, and internally in the ratio 2:1 and externally in the ratio 2:1. Okay, so हमारे पास position vector given है, right? We have OP vector. So position vector of point P is I cap plus 2j cap minus k cap, right? So let me call this as the A vector, right? Okay, and let's say OQ vector, the second point का जो आपका position vector है, what is that? So that is minus I cap plus j cap plus k cap, and let me call it as the second vector B vector. So our ratio m is to n, m by n is 2 by 1, right? Okay, so first part, internal division, and so what will be the position vector of the point r? So r vector, right, okay, will be equal to m times b vector plus n times a vector divided by m plus n. So if you do not have confidence in the formula, you can always draw the diagram, right? Okay, a vector, b vector, and we have to find the this is the origin, right? and हमें इसका पोजीशन वेक्टर निकालना है, r वेक्टर निकालना है इस पॉइंट का, which divides it in the ratio m is to n. So m into b, n into a, right? All those things. So what is our r vector? R vector is 2, and b vector कितना है? minus I plus j plus k plus n, which is 1 times 1, so I cap plus 2j cap minus k cap divided by m plus n, so divided by 2 plus 1. So we find I cap के साथ में हमारे पास आ रहा है So we have minus 2 I cap from here. Okay, let's multiply first. So minus 2 I cap plus 2 j cap plus 2 k cap, and plus I cap plus 2 j cap minus k cap divided by 3. So small r vector is also, so let's say this is our point P, right? Okay, P, and this is Q, and this point will be of course capital R, right? Okay, and this is divided in the ratio m is to n, right? So small r or OR vector, right? This is the position vector of our point, right? OR vector. Origin से कहाँ join कर रहा है? Point R को join कर रहा है, right? So OR vector. So this comes out to be minus I plus 4j plus k divided by 3. Okay, so this is minus 1 by root 3 I cap plus 4 by, so sorry, not root 3, it will be just 3. So minus 1 by 3 I cap plus 4 by 3 j cap plus 1 by 3 k cap. Okay, so this is the R vector or OR vector. So position vector of point R. Okay. Second case is of the external division, right? Okay. And the formula for that is R vector is nothing but m times b vector minus n times a vector divided by m minus n. So let's put in our numbers. So 2 into b vector. So what was our b vector? So b vector in this question was minus I plus j plus k, minus I plus j plus k, minus 1 times a vector. A vector in this question was 1, 2 and minus 1. Okay. So I cap plus 2 j cap and minus k cap divided by 2 minus 1. So denominator तो 1 आ रहा है, कुछ divide तो नहीं करना. Let's see numerator. So R vector is minus 2 I cap plus 2 j cap plus 2 k cap minus I cap minus 2 j cap plus k cap, and well j cap का टर्म तो कैंसिल ही हो गया, डिवाइडेड बाय 1 है. आर वेक्टर है, सो आई कैप का कोएफिशिएंट आ रहा है माइनस 3 आई कैप, के कैप का क्या आ रहा है प्लस 3 के कैप. ओके, सो दिस इज द पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ द पॉइंट आर विच डिवाइड्स ए पी क्यू वेक्टर एक्सटर्नली, राइट. सो पी क्यू इसको एक्सटर्नली डिवाइड करता है कैपिटल आर, एंड दिस इज ऑरिजिन, राइट, and these are the vectors, right? A vector, B vector, and OR vector is the R vector that we were trying to find, right? And the ratios are given as M is the ratio from P, N is the ratio from Q, right? Okay. You can check your answers here. So we can check it here. Minus 3i minus plus 3k, right? And minus 1 by 3, 4 by 3 and 1 by 3, which is correct. So moving forward, so 15 क्वेश्चंस हो गए, 3-4 क्वेश्चन बचे हैं एक्सरसाइज में. सिंपल एक्सरसाइज है काफ़ी. So find the position vector of the midpoint of the vector joining these 2 points. Okay, so what is the OP vector? So this is the vector joining. So I said coordinate and the position vector are the same thing, right? If you have the coordinate P, so what is the position vector of point P? OP vector is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap. And what is OQ vector? OQ vector is 4i cap plus j cap minus 2k cap. Okay, and we have already defined कि पॉइंट का पोजीशन वेक्टर कैसे निकालेंगे, ए वेक्टर प्लस बी वेक्टर बाय 2, राइट. ओके, सो P, Q, and let's say this is the midpoint R, right, which is in 1:1, right. Okay, so A vector, B vector, and this is what is required from us, R vector, right. Okay, so R vector is nothing but 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap plus 4i cap plus j cap minus 2k cap divided by 2. So R vector is 6i cap plus 4j cap and plus 2k cap divided by 2. So let's divide it by 2 and we find position vector of the midpoint of these two is 3i cap plus 2j cap plus k cap. So let's check the answer. Correct, 16th here. So let's do 17th. So हमें prove करना that these form a right angle triangle. Okay. So show that ABC forms the right angle triangle. So position vectors given है, right? तो this is like A है, point B है and C है, and position vectors are given. So position vector are from origin, right? So origin से लेकर A तक के vector को क्या बोल रहा है, basically OA vector is the A vector, right? ठीक है, small a vector, right? ठीक है, so small a vector कितना है, 3i cap minus 4j cap minus 4k cap, right. B vector, which is the position vector of point B, is, so OB vector is the small b vector, which is 2i cap minus j cap plus k cap. Okay, OC vector, which is C vector, which is I cap minus 3j cap minus 5k cap. Okay, so this is the C vector and this is the B vector. And हमें यहाँ हमें क्या देखना है, हमें इन वेक्टर्स को थोड़ी देखना है, हमें तो इस ट्राइंगल को देखना है, हमें देखना है कि इसमें कोई एंगल राइट एंगल है कि नहीं. सो वी नीड टू फाइंड ए बी वेक्टर, बी सी वेक्टर एंड ए सी वेक्टर. सो वन वे कैन बी यू कैन जस्ट कंप्लीट द ट्राइंगल्स. अगर मुझे ए बी वेक्टर निकालना है तो मैं ए टू बी ड्रॉ कर लेता हूँ एंड इन द ट्राइंगल ओ ए बी. ठीक है, मेथड वन कैन बी, यू कैन डू लुक इन ट्राइंगल ओ ए बी एंड यू कैन चेक ओ ए वेक्टर में प्लस ए बी वेक्टर. सो ए कैंसल, दिस शुड बी ओ बी वेक्टर, राइट. ठीक है, एंड यू फाइंड ए बी वेक्टर कितना आ रहा है, ओ बी वेक्टर minus OA vector, and which is basically B vector minus A vector. So B vector minus A vector कितना आ रहा है, so I find AB vector कितना आ रहा है. So we subtract those two. So 2i cap minus j cap plus k cap, सब्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं इसमें से हम 3i cap minus 4j cap minus 4k cap. So checking the numbers again, एक second. Yeah, so we find minus i cap plus 4 and minus 1 plus 3j cap plus 4 and plus 1 plus 5k cap. But if you find this method a little bit long, there is a alternate method which should be easier since you have the position vectors, right. आपके पास क्या given है, position vector of point A, OA vector given है, right. So you can say coordinate of point A is 3, minus 4, minus 4. B का coordinate क्या होगा, well B का coordinate will be 2, minus 1, 1, and C can be found from this, which will be 1 comma minus 3 comma minus 5, and you can use now final minus initial, right? AB vector will be coordinates आप b के पहले subtract करोगे, right? So 2 minus 3 I cap, right? ठीक है, this will be a little bit direct, right? So and plus b का, so minus 1 and a का coordinate क्या, so minus 4 है, so plus 4 j cap, so final minus initial, right? And 1 plus 4 k cap. Okay, and we find this is the equivalent result, right? हम दोनों जैसे मर्जी निकालो, इन दोनों से आपका ए बी वेक्टर कितना आ रहा है, सेम आ रहा है, राइट? ठीक है, ए बी वेक्टर इज माइनस आई कैप प्लस 3 j cap plus 5 k cap. Okay, many of you will find the method 2, alternate method, to be the better method. You don't have to write anything in the triangle. So अगर आपके पास पोजीशन वेक्टर गिवन है तो आपके पास कोऑर्डिनेट गिवन है, राइट? ठीक है, तो मेरे पास पोजीशन वेक्टर था, so I was able to write the coordinates of the points, right? ठीक है, and this is the method 1. So okay, from the alternate method I can now find also BC vector and AC vector, right? ठीक है, so what is the BC vector from the diagram? So from this diagram I can find BC, so final point is C. So 1 minus 2 I cap, so 1, I'm sorry, 1, and then plus final point is C, so minus 3 plus 1 j cap plus, so final point is here C, and here initial point 1, so minus 5 minus 1 k cap. So BC vector is minus I cap plus, sorry, minus 2 j cap minus 6 k cap. Okay, now let's find AC vector. AC vector is, so final point is C, so 1 minus 3 I cap plus minus 3 plus 4 k cap, sorry, j cap, plus minus 5 plus 4 k cap, and AC vector is, so हमारे पास BC vector आ गया यहाँ पे and AC vector आ गया यहाँ पे, which is minus 2 I cap plus j cap minus k cap. Okay, now from these three values let's find length of AB. So हम AB का length निकाल लेंगे, so this will be root of 1 square, so minus 1 का square, right, plus 3 square plus 5 square, which is 1 plus 9 plus 25, which is root 35. लेंथ ऑफ BC निकाल लेते हैं, सो BC का मैग्नीट्यूड आ रहा है minus 1 square plus minus 2 square plus minus 6 square, which is root of 1 plus 4 plus 36 root 41. AC का मैग्नीट्यूड कितना आ रहा है, minus 2 square plus 1 square plus minus 1 का square, which is root 4 plus 1 plus 1, which is root 6. And we can see कि AB square plus AC square is nothing but BC square, right? Okay, so AB square, which is the two shorter sides, right, and AC square, इन दोनों का sum कितना आ रहा है, 35 plus 6, which is 41, and BC square is 41. So from all this I can say AB square plus AC square is BC square, and this is the hypotenuse, right? ठीक है, so हमारा right angle triangle में angle A will be 90 degree, right? Hypotenuse के opposite, so angle A is right angle triangle, right? Okay. right angle, or I can say triangle ABC, right? Triangle ABC. So triangle ABC is right angle triangle with angle A is equal to 90 degree, right? Okay. So next question. Almost done. So 18th MCQ. Which of the following is not true? So पहले A को देखते हैं. Option A says AB plus BC plus CA. Okay. So if I add these two, तो BB cancel, then we get AC, right? And AC plus CA कितना होगा? So CC cancel, this is AA, right? And this is null vector, right? ठीक है, which is true. ठीक है, this is true. So हमें पूछ रहा है which is not true, right? True. Okay. So, B part देखते हैं. AB vector plus BC vector minus AC vector कितना होगा? So AB plus BC कितना होगा? Leave these two, BB cancels, we get AC vector, right? And minus AC vector, which is the null vector. So this is also true. C part, AB vector plus BC vector minus AC. So is there a problem in this print? I can check in the NCERT. So option B or C to same ही दिख रहे. I have a NCERT over here. I can check that. So this is vector algebra and exercise 10.2. AB, BC and minus CA है most of the NCERTs में. So I will correct it here. So minus CA. Okay. So I will change that option. So minus CA. Okay. So AB plus BC कितना है? AB plus BC, BB cancel, we get AC vector, right? And minus CA. Okay. So, but CA is negative of AC, so this becomes AC vector plus AC vector, and this is not null, right? This is twice of AC vector, right? Okay. So this is not equal to null vector, not equal to null vector, so this is not true, right? This is false. So this is our correct option, right? And if you want, we can check the last option also, कि AB vector minus CB vector plus CA vector, ये कितना होगा? Where is this null? So well, I'll start with the first step कि negative हटा देते हैं. तो AB vector plus में क्या आ रहा है? BC vector है, ठीक है, and plus CA. Okay, and AB plus BC is AC and CC cancel, we will get AA, and which is of course the null vector, right? So this is true. Okay, so which of the options is not true? So that is the third option, right? The third option is not true. Okay, so there was a misprint in my book here, but हाँ आप अपनी NCERT check कर सकते हैं. So let's see. So this looks like a good MCQ. So if A vector and B vector are two collinear vectors, then which of the following is incorrect? So पहले हम अपने दिमाग में clear कर लेते हैं, वो collinear vectors के बारे में पूछ रहा है. So A vector, so collinear vectors कैसे होते हैं? Parallel, right? Can be of different length, or they can be anti-parallel also, right? Only condition is A vector can be represented as some number times B vector, right? You can multiply B vector with some number to form the A vector, right? Okay, so these are the collinear vectors, right? Okay, so ये ध्यान में रखते हैं, and let's read our option now. So B vector can be written as, yeah, so B vector can be also written as, कि आप lambda को इधर ले जाओ तो 1 by lambda को आप lambda dash डाल दो, right? So this is true. So this is not our option. A vector is equal to plus minus B. So that is not true, right? A vector, because this collinearity does not say about anything about the magnitude, right? It only says about the direction, so this is false. So so it is lambda, it can be any number times the b vector, right? A vector is equal to b vector will be this condition. Okay, these are collinear. A vector is equal to minus of b vector, so this is this case, but we know length can be different, right, in collinearity, right? Okay, so this is the case. This looks like a vector is equal to b vector, this is looks like a vector is equal to minus b vector, which is not always necessary, right? No, this is false because not always true, right? Okay, since the statement is not always true for collinear vector, right? Not always true for collinear vectors. अच्छा, थर्ड क्या बोल रहा है? The respective components of a vector and b vector are not proportional. So not proportional. Okay, so they are proportional, right? So this statement is also false, क्योंकि अगर from this we can say, right, कि ax by bx should be equal to ay by by. The respective components actually are proportional, right? And az by bz. So this statement is also false. So let's see option D. Both of the vectors a and b must have same direction but different magnitudes. So this is also false, correct? This is also false. Kyun? It's not necessary they have the same direction, right? It's fine, they can have different magnitudes, right? Okay, and it's this statement is should be reformed if you want to be correct. So correct statement should be look like a and b have same or opposite direction, right? Correct. And that's the only condition, right? Different magnitude होगा, हो सकता है, right? ठीक है, I'm not saying कि these are collinear, but different magnitude होगा नहीं होगा, that's not the part of the collinearity का condition. Collinearity says vectors are parallel या फिर anti-parallel, right? It has to do with direction. Magnitude का कुछ लेना देना नहीं है collinear vectors में. Okay, so hopefully you understand what I was trying to do here, and option कौन सा correct होगा यहाँ पे? So if then which of the following is incorrect? So A, B, A, C and D, all three are incorrect, right? Okay, so this option, and this option, all of them are incorrect. So we can check the answer here. So sorry, B, C, D given है incorrect. Oh, I'm sorry, A was correct, right? So B, C, D, I'm sorry, right? So because these three statements were false, false and false, right? So B, C, D, more than one options were correct, right? Okay, these are all incorrect. And अपने माइंड में क्लियर कर लीजिए कि करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट क्या होगी. A is equal to plus minus B, no, A is equal to lambda times B. ठीक है, their components will be proportional and they can have same direction and opposite direction, and they can have same or different magnitude, right? Okay, they have, okay, so only thing is डायरेक्शन बस होना चाहिए कि पैरेलल और एंटी पैरेलल दोनों वेक्टर्स सेम डायरेक्शन में होना चाहिए, या दे कैन बी ऑपोजिट आल्सो. So thank you for watching this. Like, share and subscribe, and notes of this lecture will be available below the video.